For a successful training program, we already know 80% of weight management results, meaning gaining or losing weight, is nutrition, right? So we have nutrition. That's a star. Looks like a star to me. Nutrition. Next is resistance training, which we discussed program design and what resistance training is all about. I have a whole series of videos on proper form and how to properly do resistance training. We talked about supplements. We talked about muscle imbalances. Another one is cardio. No, we have not talked about yet. Okay. So, this is a successful fitness regimen. Or we'll just say program. Program sounds better. Okay. A successful fitness program requires proper eating, proper nutrition. It doesn't matter how hard you work out, as I said before, you're not going to lose weight or gain weight. That's your goal, unless your nutrition's there. Resistance training is responsible for helping you keep your lean body mass, stay strong, make sure that you're losing body fat instead of weight. Supplements helps you get your micronutrients to help you retain lean body mass, especially if you're in a calorie deficit, you're not getting enough nutrients. Muscle imbalances, so you have proper form, proper posture, correct any injuries that you may have, and prevent future injuries from occurring. And cardio. Cardio is important to help you burn more calories. And your heart. That's pretty much it. Your cardiorespiratory system, you can get stronger by resistance training through circuit training, but sometimes it's hard to get to the gym every single day or work out the same muscle groups every other day. So cardio, I usually like the circuit in between training sessions. Cardio is, like I said before, important for the heart, but it's also helpful to burn calories. Helps you burn calories. Now, cardio burns calories. Why I keep saying calories? Because cardio does not burn fat. It is a huge misconception out there that cardio burns fat. It does not burn fat. No. It just burns calories. Remember I told you the analogy of a car and the fuel tank being glucose or carbs. Your body prefers to use glucose, and you have a certain amount of glucose in your bloodstream. Your muscles store a certain amount of glucose. But once your glucose is used up, then it will attack your fat for energy. So the easiest source of energy again is glucose. So when you're doing cardio, you're burning an average of about 70% of high intensity cardio. It is burning carbs or glucose in your body. So why is that? How is that helpful? If you're trying to burn fat, how is that helpful? Because you're actually burning calories, which we know is carbs. And being in that calorie deficit will help you lose fat overall in the long run. Now, high intensity cardio helps you burn more calories, but it helps you burn more carbs. If you're trying to burn more fat, what you want to do, I want to erase that. What you want to do is low intensity cardio. Low intensity cardio burns about 50 to 70% fat. Your body would rather, when your body is in a rested state, that is your true fat burn zone. Problem is, you don't burn a lot of calories when you're rested, right? So low intensity cardio, you're looking at heart rate of maybe not very high, maybe 70 to 80 beats per minute. High intensity cardio is about 120 plus, higher intensity. It depends on your age, your maximum heart rate. Maximum heart rate is really simple. It's 220 minus age. That's your max heart rate. And say, for example, you're 40 years old. Your max heart rate would be 180. And then wherever your heart rate is after that. So if your max heart rate's 180 and you get up to, for example, that's the max heart rate. And you get up to 150. Okay, we'll say 150. That is about 80% of your max heart rate, right? Give or take, plus or minus some. And training in there is good for your heart, but it does not help you burn a lot of fat. It just helps you burn calories. So if you're trying to be in a true fat burn zone, longer duration, low intensity cardio will help you do that. If you don't have time, that's fine. You can do high intensity cardio. You can do interval training. It's almost like resistance training in that sense. But cardio does not, if you just focus on cardio to build muscle, it's not going to happen. Endurance muscle fibers tend to be a lot smaller than fast twitch muscle fibers, and your resistance training muscle fibers or strength training muscle fibers are going to be fast twitch, and they're going to be a lot bigger, usually about 2 to 3 times the size, which helps you burn more calories in the long run, right? So your true fat burn state is when you're at rest, and in summary, and it's important to burn more calories. So that's why cardio is important, especially going for long walks, doing the bike, swimming, different modalities of cardio that you can do. Another thing to talk about cardio is plateaus. Your body is going to get adapted to whatever movement you do after 3 to 4 weeks, right? That's what we learned before. So the problem with, again, plateaus is that based off the set principle, instead of burning before, when you started, maybe you never ran in your life, you started running, and you're burning 500 calories an hour running, for example. Now, after 4 to 8 weeks, your body's adapted. It's more efficient at doing that movement. It's more efficient at running. Now you're only burning maybe 200 calories, maybe 250, maybe 300, right? So for the same amount of effort, your body's adapted and got used to doing that movement, and you're burning half the calories, right? The problem with that is it's conducive to your goal if you're trying to lose body fat, right? It's not going to help you get you to lose body fat. So to overcome plateaus, you need to change the type of cardio you do, maybe every 4 to 8 weeks. So different types of cardio: walking, running, swimming. What else do we have? We have cycling, elliptical, hiking, Stairmaster, boxing. Fitness. You can do group classes. Fitness classes that are kind of just active. All those things are different types of cardios that you can do every 4 to 8 weeks to overcome those plateaus. All right. So we discussed nutrition, we discussed cardio, supplements, resistance training, we discussed muscle imbalances, and pretty much everything that I would discuss with the client during a fitness evaluation. Obviously, I would get more information about their body, what their goals are specifically, and discuss how to get to their goal as quickly and efficiently as possible. Especially since I specialize in correcting muscle balances, which is kind of like physical therapy. It is physical therapy. I would be designing a program that is designed for them in the sense of stretching, inhibiting, lengthening, activating, and integrating their entire body. But these are just the basics. If you know the basics, you can build the foundation upon that, and at least you're knowing and understanding what the right direction is, all based off science. And you have the knowledge and the tools now to understand how to lose weight, how to lose body fat, what kind of foods you need to be eating. Oh, another thing, sorry to mention, you need to, not sorry to mention, I forgot to mention, 3 liters to 4 liters of water a day, especially if you're working out. That helps keep your kidneys filtering all the toxins and stuff that you may be excreting, and that way you're not dehydrated. It's important to make sure you are hydrated, just from a functional standpoint, especially for your kidneys. Yeah, so that's all the basic information. I'll be creating more videos, going a little more detail for each one, but this is a basic fitness evaluation that I will give to clients, and that way they understand the basics of exercise science and nutrition and how to help lead you the right direction, so that way you can see results and get to your goal. I'm Master Trainer Brad Glaser. Been doing this for almost 20 years. I have NASM, PFIT, CES, PES, NCSF certifications. I used to be a trainer, master trainer at one of the world's largest gyms, and it was my responsibility to train trainers and teach them how to train other clients. I held a couple certification classes for them, and I trained probably over 1,000 clients and probably tens, thousands of hours already. So I have a good base of knowledge of what works and what doesn't, and this is all based off science. And I hope that you learned something today, and if you want to leave me a comment, any questions, I will glad to answer. And don't forget, subscribe and sign up for the fitness app. It's completely free, and it will help you give you a better direction of where you need to be. All types of supplements that are out there, they're not regulated by the FDA. Not all of them are, at least. Most are not. And since they're not regulated by the FDA, they can put anything they want in them. So you just have to find one that you trust or try and see if you actually, if it works for you. Absorption rate is also important too. I typically like a liquid multivitamin. So supplements. Liquid multivitamin, because your small intestine is what absorbs the very first intestines out of the stomach. Your small intestine is what absorbs micronutrients, which is vitamins and minerals. So liquid, you know for sure it's gonna get absorbed because it is liquid already. Generally, pills or capsules are time released, and sometimes they might not be released in time for your small intestine, which they don't work. Also, pre-workout you can do. Pre-workout is a combination of caffeine. Caffeine just helps you get in the mood to work out, increases your heart rate, restricts your blood vessels, makes your heart pump a little faster. You combat the caffeine with nitric oxide. Nitric oxide opens the blood vessels. You could also do aminos with that. There's plenty of pre-workouts that you can take, same thing. You just have to try it and see if it works or not for you.